What's happening, YouTube, man? Your boy from Land Speaks back for another one of these things, man. Another video. All right, so I hear you guys and girls, man. So yesterday I made a video. I just asked a simple question. Just ask a question, man. And that question is, would you trade right now, Camilla Cardoso, second year, center for Chicago Sky, for Rickea Jackson, in the event that Rickea Jackson, the 6'2" forward, who played for the Sparks, number, I believe, 4 overall pick last year versus Camilla, who was number 3 pick, and quite frankly, I have never been so, insulted in my life. I've been told everything from, I don't know nothing about basketball. Only person who would think this don't know nothing about basketball. I was called drunk, drunk uncle at the picnic. I was called putting a little tipsy, too much this, that. I was called idiots, dumb, everything you could possibly think of is what they were calling me yesterday. So, all right, I hear y'all. I get it. Y'all love y'all some Camilla. And listen, I've never disliked Camilla Cardoso. I understood drafting Camilla Cardoso where she was drafted. And it's for basic, simple, traditional basketball reasons. And that is that you cannot teach 6'7", in woman language, or in woman equivalency to the men's game, 6'7" is, you're basically 7 feet tall, So, listen, I can dig it. I get it. Y'all figure you got something, man, that you can't find every day, Rickea Jackson being 6'2", there's more, though both are kind of rare, there's more 6'2" women in the world than there's 6'7" women. So, hey, look, I feel y'all. I understand. However, I think it's a projection thing, and what you're seeing. I'm kind of looking at Camilla Cardoso, and listen, y'all, I like her. I think she has a lot of talent, a lot of skills, very high upside. But I'm looking at some things in terms of the way they play and the way they want to play, and I don't know. I don't know that she's necessarily the best for what Chicago's doing now. You can kind of search and find the right coach or change systems, all of that, I guess. But there's some things I'm seeing that I'm not really feeling defensively. Pick and roll action on defense. The offense isn't as dynamic as I kind of thought. Can it improve? Oh, absolutely, and all of that. But I have my reasons. And I'm not someone who doesn't like Camilla Cardoso, so I don't really care to go in on that. But I'm just trying to tell y'all there are things that I see that I think, could be better. Like, I don't see a Brittany Griner type bag or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see a Tina Charles level bag. You feel me? So, while I get the 6'7" thing, it's like, I don't know. And then on the Rickea Jackson side of things, I think I see a player that others don't see. For me, I see a 3-level scorer, very dynamic, in my opinion. I've also seen a player that has had moments that impressed me. Moments, I recall a game against the Aces last year. And stuff like this impressed me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be impressed by these things. Maybe I put too much into them. But how you perform against the best means something to me. I saw elite defenders like Jackie Young on her. And nothing for her. Turnaround jumpers, little middies, dribble past them, all of that. Shoot the three, all of that. I heard somebody come in the comments say she can't shoot the three. You do know her 3-point percentage and her efficiency rate was better than all the rookies last year. She's the only one that's like close to 50%. You know, a lot of your favorite rookies last year in that efficiency part, you know, no. She's the most efficient out of them. I don't know. You know what I mean? For me, is how you project. Y'all must see Will Chamberlain in Camilla, or you see David Robinson or somebody like that. I don't know that I see that. You feel me? Whereas with Rickea, like if Rickea tighten up that defense, which I don't think is, with someone with her body type and her natural athleticism, is more of an effort thing. It's not really, I'm not worried about that as much, as I don't see her. She'll never be just somebody that they hunt on defense. Now, you know what I mean? There's a difference between like players that are going to be hunted on defense. Okay, they're going to be taken out the last moment because they are a real liability. And then there's others who can improve, like who can give a damn and improve. And that's kind of like where I see Rickea at. It's like a matter of if she want to do it and lock in on it, she can do it. So I don't see defense as a weakness of hers. I just saw it more so as the team she was on, they don't generally have a philosophy that's centered around defense. Like if you put her like on a team like Minnesota, I believe she'll be a great defensive player. Like it all depends. I don't see that as a knock on Rickea Jackson defense. Just me personally, I just don't. That's not something that would prevent me from grabbing her. Now her offense right now is already at a high level, and with improvement, I'm gonna just keep it funky. I see her as one day being the best 3 in the league. I can see that. Top 2, top 3 league, she will be in that class. Many of you are telling me Camilla gonna be the best big in the league, best center. You know what? I have said that earlier on before they started this year. I'm really not sure. I don't know, man. Like, I get you can't teach 6'7", but is Camilla going to be the type that's going to run down the floor the way you need it, the way you want to run? Like, especially if you're looking at HVL being like the kind of future of your point guards. Like right now, she's not really running well with a 37-year-old point guard. When you throw HVL in there, it's going to be faster. That's the whole purpose of like when she passes the torch. Is Camilla going to be running with that group? I don't know. Or maybe do you get a center more along the lines of like the Azuree Stevens type? Because just imagine, you got Angel Reese right now as a 4. The vision for Angel Reese is that offensively, she's going to also be a facilitator along with the other stuff that she does, right? That's a big part of what you're going to see with her. Part of the reason is HVL is not your traditional point guard like Vandersloot. Like, you know, she's not that. She's more the scoring point guard, combo guard. Some of y'all don't like that term, but look, man, it's an accurate term. It's like the skills of a shooting guard, but can be put in point guard position. But when she's out there, it's good to have an Angel Reese type who can help with the facilitation out there. So, what type of big fits Angel? And don't get me wrong, I do like Angel's. I do like her, the 2-man game between her and Camilla. I do like their cohesion there, the way they work together. Don't get me wrong. But just imagine if you got a 5 that can hit the 3 ball, for example, similar to like an Azari Stevens that they got. A Dolson, not saying I want Dolson, but someone like that who can stretch defense out, hit those threes. Would that not be more useful? You know what I mean? And someone, ideally, I say you want a shot blocker that can go out there and hit the 3. Izzy Megabor with an improved shooting ability, something like that. Not saying she's ever going anywhere. I would give damn near a farm for a player like that, you know? But my point is, like, I don't know. And this the other thing, man. Like, I hear what y'all saying. Camilla gonna be Shaq and all this, and Rickea is supposedly not aggressive and all of that. All right, listen, man. All I'm saying to y'all is, like, if we go 3-4 years down the line, I'm trying to tell you how I get down. We 3-4 years down the line, and Rickea Jackson is the Kawhi Leonard of the W, and Camilla running up and down the court, averaging 12 points a night and all that. Because I see Rickea averaging 18, 19, 20. Like, ain't no way she just going to be averaging like 13. But Camilla, I don't know, man. Camilla up there averaging 12 and all that. And, you know what I mean? Still getting cooked on the pick and rolls and all that kind of stuff. I will be coming on here talking real crazy to y'all. Every last one of y'all. I'm going to keep receipts. And I'm going to talk real crazy. So remember, I let y'all call me all kinds of drunk uncles and all that. And I'm going to accept it because, hey, look, I hear y'all. Y'all passionate about Camilla. I ain't mad at that. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm not so sure if I'm seeing it the same way. That's all. I'm not so sure if I'm seeing it the same way. All right? All right, now in other news, we had a Fever sighting last night, okay? The Fever added another point guard, McDonald, who just gave you nice basic point guard play, which is what they needed. So without Caitlin Clark and without Sofa Cunningham, the Indiana Fever were able to beat the Washington Mystics, okay? Not the most overpowered powerhouse team in the world, you know, but a respectable team with some respectable young talent, you know, a team that has to learn some things. Of course, they got to get more experience and more under their belt, no doubt about it. But listen, Fever went out there and showed they can win a game. You know what I mean? Without Clark, you know, dishing everything and, you know, logo 3 and all of that kind of stuff. They showed they can go out there and win. They won by a nice little advantage too. You know, a nice little margin as well. So, you know, shout out to the Fever for that, man. Kelsey Mitchell, who had a really good game, you know. So there's that. Player of the week was Aja Wilson, as it should be. And Alicia Gray, shout out to Alicia Gray. You know, there's no way to dislike the sweetheart Alicia Gray. She's just the sweetest human being. You know what I mean? And she's off to a hell of a start this season. Aja, it's just Aja, man. You know, she come through and she can always be the player of the week, pretty much any given week. That's just what it is. That's dominance personified. So, listen, that's what I have on that right now. And I will get with y'all later, man. Peace out.